Hi. Can everybody hear me? Charlene, can people hear me? Charlene, can people hear me? Okay. Good evening, everybody. Tell me if you can hear me because I'm getting paranoid. Okay. Hi. Okay. So we're going to have, okay, so today, by the way, welcome to our live stream, which officially kicks off our virtual assistant training batch 3. Actually, I've trained a lot of batches, but this is the 3rd online batch that we've done in succession since December of 2019. Let's wait for the others to come in. I believe we have like around 500 or 400. Was it 400 or 500? Okay, I'm glad that you can hear me. So today, I decided, like me and the rest of the team, we decided to do a live stream to kick off next week's official start date for our training. And it's not just really to promote our training, but also to make sure that I answer, we can do a Q&A. Okay, so tonight we're gonna be doing some Q&As. And also, we're gonna be giving out some prizes. Who is excited for some prizes here? I'm not getting any. Is my screen's okay? By the way, can you tell the people in our Slack channel to log in? Let's text them. Okay. Oh, we already have 511 members. Do you know, guys, that we only announced the batch 3 of the virtual assistant training yesterday? So that's just within one day. Can you imagine? I'm really glad. Just to let you know, I've been training virtual assistants since 2014. My company started back in 2011. And I've always actually charged around 7,000 to 10,000 or even like 12,000 for the training. And we're doing a free training because obviously, you know, this is not just, I mean, I want to help out in the greater scale. I want to make sure that our company provides, you know, some sort of contribution at this time. And I know that so many people deserve a chance to start working online because I know how it feels to actually start as a newbie in the online industry. I started back in around, I think, 2009. And it's not easy because at that time, nobody really tells you what to do. And to go this far in this industry and be able to build a sustainable business and help a lot of Filipinos and a lot of families and also our entrepreneur clients abroad is very rewarding for me. Okay. Yeah, Yurilin, can you announce to them that? Okay. Link to the live stream. Okay, maybe there's a link to the live stream. Maybe you can share it. Yurilin, Charlene. By the way, I'm very lucky to have a very dynamic team behind me. The Virtual Lasting admin team are right now very busy with preparing for the training. So who I have behind me right now are my wonderful ladies from my team behind Judee Rallos TV. And by the way, they used to be my trainees and I hired them. So we have here Charlene de Guzman. We also have Yurilin Minamides. We have Lady Anne. And we also have Wedgie Moncada. Okay, so by the way, I believe that they're also in Slack. So if ever you have questions, you can always ask them. Because they also were part of the training before, so they know how this goes. We only have like around 53 people on the live stream. By the way, okay, the mechanics of the game that I'm gonna be giving cash prizes tonight. And maybe, because I actually have an online store, maybe I'll drop in also some items because I have some stuff here in my office. So I would like you to share our live stream. And also, we're also going to be awarding people who share our ad regarding the virtual assistant training. And the most shares, like we're going to be ranking the most shares and we're going to be announcing that, and we will be giving you some prizes. So some of the prizes will be cash. Some of the prizes will be mobile load. And some of the prizes would be credits for Grab Pay, Grab food. We all need some Grab food right now. And some items. I have some Bluetooth speakers, some mga Magic Sing mga ganon. Okay, so let's start. Would anybody want to start, get their ball rolling with questions? I would definitely welcome some questions on our chat. By the way, let me just read out the names that I see here. Hi, Hannah Padilla. Okay. Hi, Marinelle. Marinelle actually won our last live stream. She won 1,000 pesos. Hello, Mary Jane. Hi, Gilmore Antalan. Hello, Gia Dino. Hi, Clark Caspe. Hello, Lady Anne. Lady Anne is our editor. Hello, Yurilin. Good evening. Hello, Joshua. Hello, Liz, Jess, Paca. We also have here Mark Go, Gan Perez, Ibon Sapelan, Lady Heart ng Davao. Oh, watch out. Ro Garcia, Mayumi Monet. Hello there. Hello to Mary Jane Panao. Andy, hi. We were chatting last night. What was that last night or the other night? And at that time, we haven't really pinned on the exact date if we're even gonna have a third batch, but surprise, we now have a third batch and we only have 66 people on the live stream. What's happening? By the way, I'm announcing the names because I'm waiting for your questions. If you have questions, I will highlight you on the screen. I would really like that. What was your first job online and through where? Upwork. Okay, that's a really good question. Liz, right? So, hello, Liz, and hello, everybody. So, I started my online career, I believe, back in 2009. And at that time, I was a call center agent, like a lot of people here, right? Are there call center agents or former call center agents here also? Anyway, so what happened to me was I got so tired working in the call center. I was always late, by the way. And it wasn't very healthy for me because I don't know, like I always get asthma when I go to work. I used to work in Convergys. I was there in like for 2 years, and previous to that, I was with AJ's People Support, and I was also with Stream, or what used to be eTelecare. So I was quite a hopper. Although I can't really say that I was a hopper. I was in the call center industry for quite some time, and I was like there around like 1 to 2 years, like per company. So anyway, I noticed that it was so unhealthy for me, and I was really curious if there was a way for me to just work at home. And at that time, it wasn't like at this time, like back then, people were not calling it virtual assistants. People would just say home-based. And it was so hush-hush because nobody would really actually tell you where to get those jobs. In fact, I remember this one friend of mine who used to be my friend, but now no longer friends because she's very selfish. I'm I'm just kidding, but I noticed because she was bragging like, I have a sideline, I have a home-based job, whatever. And I would ask her like, where did you get that job? Where did you get that job? And you know what? She wouldn't even say that the word is just Odesk. My God, ang OA. Parang top secret masyado yung word na Odesk. Parang kala siguro niya na I will steal the jobs in Odesk from her. So that's the sad reality. Before, nobody really would share any information. You guys right now in the new wave of virtual assistants and would-be virtual assistants, you're very lucky because there are a lot of groups right now, right? There's so many groups right now, and you can get advice. But back to the question, where did I get my first online job? It's so long-winded, but I just started Googling stuff. And then, all those scams, right? Like all those scams online that would say that you have to pay for $49 to get like a survey job, something like that. And I used to stay up at night and just keep on typing away, like looking for, like sending my applications, and then, not really getting any results, not really getting anywhere. And until I found like this job post and I was entertained. And my first job was literally writing 50 articles, 500 to 1,000 words, and I poured my heart into it. And in the end, they didn't really pay me. So it was a scam. So yun, ang saklap. They just gave me like a gift card for $20. And that was so traumatic. And that's how rough I, started. That was how rough it was. My first actual job was coming from all these like attempts to contact entrepreneurs, and I would literally cold call companies. So it was so hard. But the moment that I had my first client, eventually, I don't know, it's amazing because I really took care of my clients. So they eventually referred me to like their friends, and they referred me to like so many people that eventually I was able to start my company. Work, like I had so much workload that I started to outsource some of the jobs to my boyfriend, my then boyfriend, my mother, my sister, my brother even. And eventually, because it was too much for our family, I started to hire people. Eventually, I had a team of around more than 100 writers. And in 2013, I was able to build my call center in Cebu, and also a call center in Dumaguete. So that's how I started. I'm so sorry, that was so long-winded. Good evening, ma'am. What are the basic requirements that we need to start as a VA? Okay, so for me, this may sound cliche, but the most important thing that you need in order for you to start as a VA is to literally have that willingness to learn, okay? Because when you have, like, because I'm not even saying that the requirement is to graduate college, because guys, I did not graduate college. I was that classmate who was always absent, and I wasn't going to school a lot. And I'm not saying that, you know, it's bad to also go to school, but then I'm saying that there really are no basic requirements. What you just need is to have that willingness to learn and that determination. Because when you are starting a home, when you're starting with a VA job, obviously there is no like there's no cookie cutter experience to being a virtual assistant, although we are trying to attempt that, because we're going to be launching the Virtual Assistant University. For the batch 1 and batch 2 of our online training, we didn't build the Virtual Assistant University. But then for your batch, you're like the first batch, so we're building it out. By the way, are people sharing the live stream? Remember, guys, we're going to be giving out prizes. Ma'am, is the training same as the batch 2, which I started watching last Monday? Okay, it's kind of the same, but different. What do I mean by this? So the topics are the same. If I believe, did we send you some information as regarding the topics? So they're the same topics, and we're also going to be utilizing the same videos because I am super busy right now. Remember that my main business is actually a virtual assistant agency. So all of you who are going to be trained, we're also going to be helping you out with getting jobs. So it doesn't stop there, okay? But there's a special thing why we really batched everybody. And the reason for this is because I am going, like, every week, I am going to be doing a live stream with everybody, like twice a week. And every day, my very intelligent and talented admin team and management team, they're also going to be live with you. They're also going to be live with you. So you're going to start every day with a live call with our team. Either it's me or it's Mimi, who is our administration manager. We also because we have like different modules, right? So even our past trainees who are now like virtual assistants, and also like people who are already working with us, they're also going to be helping out with, you know, coaching you guys, with the content, with the like building out the websites if you need any help. Okay. What was the starting rate in 2020, 2019? I believe you meant like 2009. Okay. I was a writer. Primarily, I was a writer. Nobody, like before, because nobody was really calling it like virtual assistant. People were just like home-based, copy-paste, something like that. What I can tell you is, grabe yung rate before, because I was a writer, right? And I was willing to write an article for 50 cents or like $1. Can you imagine that? It's literally slavery. And then they didn't pay me. Bibigyan niyo po ba kami ng certificate? Yes, we give certificates for our trainees. Charlene, are you seeing? Oh, okay. Good job for you, Tess, that you were $5 per hour 9 years ago. That's really good. It's not the same experience though for everybody, because in my end, it was so bad. Because I didn't really know where to start. And so that was where the struggle is. And I can imagine that it's also the same struggle with a lot of people that are going to be joining this training. I presume that most of the people who will be joining this training are newbies, right? Will you give assignments po or activities? Yes, we have daily activities. We have daily activities. We have daily assignments, and it's workshop style. And we will be, there's really an output, and there's really like daily deadlines. So it's para na rin siyang like, you know, it's like school. What if we can't attend the next training? I have full-time work kasi. Well, honestly, I never really thought that I would start batch 3. It's just that the demand from our clients was just too big. So I can't really say that we're gonna have a next batch. However, by then, we will be already releasing Virtual Assistant University for the public. I'm not sure if we will start charging. That's still in the cards. I mean, maybe we will start with a very minimal fee, because, you know, it's very valuable, like labor of love that we do here, of course. I'm not saying this to like deter you, but for now, let's say, for example, because you have full-time work right now and you're not available for, let's say, 9 p.m. to 1 a.m., then you can do self-study, because you will have access to the Virtual Assistant University if you are in the Slack group. We will provide you with that. If you're wondering why our training is 9 p.m. to 1 a.m., the reason for this is we want to make sure that you are ready and hindi kayo mag-iinarte if our clients are looking for VAs who are ready to work for US clients. We have so many US clients, like from California, New York, you know, and all these other crazy time zones. So that's the reason why. Miss Judee, are we going to use Zoom for the training? I'm not sure if we will be using Zoom. The reason I'm saying this is because if we will reach more than 1,000 trainees, we won't be able to use Zoom because Zoom has a limit. So if we go beyond 1,000, so I was actually thinking that we will continue with like doing something like this, which is streaming, or something like Facebook Lives. But practically, the real like skill sets, they will be embedded in the Virtual Assistant University website. So the Zoom and the live calls are going to be more of like mentorship, and they're going to be more of like communicating what your assignments are, checking on attendance, and like similar stuff. Marami ang skills for being a VA. Ano po tips nyo para sa pagpili ng skill sets na improve per training? Okay. If you A1, I don't know if you saw what we teach here, but I'm gonna read it out for the benefit of everybody. Okay. Hang on just a sec. I'm going to read it so that everybody knows what they are going to learn. Basically, oh my gosh, this live broadcast has expired. Oh. Wait lang ha. Charlene, am I live on my Facebook account? Or did, okay, so I'm here actually. Oh. Okay. Let me read it ha. Sorry guys. Na-distract ako. Oh, okay, andyan. So it's in the chat. So let's show lesson 1 and 2, Introduction to Virtual Assistant Careers and Lead Generation. Lesson 3, Content Marketing. Lesson 4, Affiliate Marketing and Email Marketing. Number 5 is Facebook Marketing. Number 6 is Instagram Marketing and IGTV. Next is Real Estate Marketing. Next is Facebook Ads. Next is WordPress. Next is e-commerce. Next is automation and Pinterest marketing. That's not the same thing, but we just put them in one day. So this is not supposed to be like lesson number 10. It's just like day 10. Day 11 is chatbot creation. Day 12 is video editing. Day 13 is ClickFunnels. Day 14 is search engine optimization. Then we also have day 15, copywriting. Day 16 is the copywriting and prospecting. It's actually like an advanced course. So not everybody is required to join. But if you want to join, you are free to join and it's free. But the prerequisite is to complete it. If you decide to join the copywriting and prospecting class, you will automatically be profiled with our client who is going to be using, who is actually like signed up with us. And they're going to be deploying all of the people who will be joining that program immediately or as soon as possible to like the clients. Yeah. So ang dami, right? Marami because it's like this. Okay. I know that you were asking, I mean, in a real world setting where there's no virtual assistant university, nobody's really going to teach you all these things in one go. Do I get an amen? This is actually not just good for 17 days because the last 2 lessons, they actually take weeks, like 6 weeks. But it's up to you if you want to join. Nobody's gonna force you if you are tired of like learning. But then for the like first 15 days, that's practically like 3 weeks, give or take. But there will be some, I guess, hiccups. Like, for example, we will have some other activities. But yun, the reason why I'm saying this is because I don't believe that somebody just has to have like one specialty. I'm a learner myself, so I actually learned all of these things, and that's why I am able to teach all of these things. So yeah. If we pass the training, will you give us a job right away? This is a good question, Lyra. So it's not going to be right away, because as much as we would want to, but imagine that, let's say, for example, there's 1,000 of you in this training. We will have to have some time to like line you up with interviews. And also, it would depend on how you answer the clients. But we will try our very best to profile you immediately with jobs. But in the end, it is up to you how you use these talents that we give you. We will even coach you with interviews, with showing up, even how to put on your makeup, how to do your Zoom calls. We'll do our very best, really. But in the end, if a client wouldn't like you, we cannot really also force them. But we will do our very best. Like, for example, if you were rejected with that client, we will line you up with another client. So essentially, by the way, okay, another answer to this question, like another point, is we are going to be scoring you in this training. So there's going to be a valedictorian, there's going to be a top 10. Obviously, the top 10 would get first dibs with a job. But I'm not saying that there are only 10 jobs. There's going to be a lot of jobs. So even if you're like top 500, you can have a chance to do that, to get a job. But you should give us some time, because free na yung training, free pa yung trabaho. Any other questions? What is the highest paying role or skill as a VA? For me, okay, this is a good question, but for me, it's really, it's not just a skill, but it's learning the nitty gritty, like, I guess, learning how to market like a marketing agency. And I know that this sounds very vague, but we all can learn, let's say, how to post on Facebook, how to learn how to like post on Instagram. We can learn how to create like Pinterest boards. But if you don't, if you are not able to get into a business and make it profitable and help your client make it profitable, then it's all in vain. So what I'm trying to say is the highest paying skill would be the collective skill of being able to market and sell your client's business. And that involves making good copy. So that's why we have an advanced stage of copywriting. And it's, by the way, our copywriting class is taught by my multi-million-dollar clients from Australia and the United States. They're actually serving clients like your favorite our favorite singers. Like Adam is now like handling an event for a lot of these stars like Dua Lipa, Justin Bieber. Okay. What else? Are there other questions? Are we going to have activities at the end of each training? Will you score it that way? Yes. Each day, is not just a day that, you know, you will watch a video, and it's not just a day that you will, you know, have Q&As. Each day is dedicated to have quizzes, activities, and there are deadlines. And the reason why we do this is because, have you noticed that there are so many self-paced trainings online, and you won't be able to stick to it because nobody is keeping you accountable. And also, the reason why we do this is we are actually testing people if they are on time. We score you based on like how prompt you are with submitting your assignments. If you were able to complete all the assignments, that's also included in the grading. Apart from, like, you know, the activities themselves. Okay, Ira Lynn has a good question. Required na po ba ang webcam and headset while training? No, it's not required, because most of the skills that you will be learning is not a phone, like it's not a phone sales or like customer service job. It's more of it's more non-voice. Here at Virtual Lasting, we have a standard starting rate, and our standard starting rate is at $3 per hour. And we also provide HMO to all of our VAs. Yeah. Just got here. Is it strictly from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. po? It's strictly 9 p.m. to start with each day for the training. 9 p.m. That would be the time that they will check your attendance. We're gonna have like a live stream at that time, and we will check everybody who is present, and then we will check before and after the session to see if like who's still there. And then also part of that is checking if you submitted your activities. We're already used to this, guys. Like the last batch, when they started, there were 500 people who joined the training on the first day. No, 500 people who applied to join the training. Only around like 240 showed up on the first day of training. On the last day of training, only 70 graduated. And it's not because we kick out anybody. You're all welcome here. But not everybody is cut out to stick to it. And we do this intentionally because we're only interested to work with people who are very, very serious. What is the most challenging role of a VA? This is a good question. For me, the most challenging role, because you know what? As a curious girl, and I love learning, and I love like learning all these skills. So really, the technical skills is not challenging. I don't find them challenging at all. But for me, the most challenging role of a VA is handling difficult clients, because there are difficult clients, and you wonder like, where is the boundary where I accept all this BS, or where do I like fire a client? So for me, that's the most challenging role. And don't worry, we will have sessions. I will talk to you about that. This is not just a skills training, guys. I will also I will also like help you with handling clients, how to set your boundaries, how to schedule yourself, how to be present. I want to ask my team if people are actually sharing this live stream, because guys, the purpose of this live stream is, to also promote our training. Hopefully you're sharing. Please share. Okay. Do you accept part-time VAs? Yes, we accept part-time VAs. So for example, if you're only available part-time, that's okay. You just really have to inform us what times you are available. And our HR will not be pushing you to get jobs from clients whose time doesn't match yours. Are there any questions? Okay. I-record nyo pa ba yung training para ma-review? All of the official training videos are actually just a replay of batch 2, and I'm super sorry about that, guys, because I simply am just so busy right now. I have a growing YouTube channel. I also have I have so many client calls. I also have like a lot of other businesses like real estate, e-commerce, and I'm also launching Virtual Assistant University. However, okay, a lot of people have told me that the videos are actually more engaging than a usual like recorded training, because you can really see that the people are learning and interacting. But for the other live streams and for the other, like, let's say every time somebody is live with you, everything is recorded, and definitely we will make it available for you to review. Okay, so don't worry about that. Part-time or full-time po yung i-offer nyong job. So it really depends on the clients. Some jobs are part-time and some are full-time. So for example, let's say you get a part-time job and you prefer to have a full-time job, then when you're used to when we see that you're already like doing good with your part-time client, we will add another client for you. Okay. Are we required to install software in our PC? Thank you. I believe not. All of our software are online, like web apps. Like for example, we use G Suite or like Google Drive, Google Docs, G Sheets, whatever. So even you don't really even need like Microsoft Word for this. Does your copywriting tasks offer a flexible time? I really want to practice what I learned from my copywriting training now in this training, but I have a baby. I really can't go do a full-time job. Yes, there are clients who are okay with giving you a more flexible schedule. So like for example, since you have a baby, you just really have to indicate what time you are available for work. So that it won't interact with your baby's lifestyle and your like feeding schedule. Are you that fluent in English since then, or you just got used to it? I'm amazed. I wouldn't say that I was this used to talking to people, but when you are engaged with clients, I guess I can say that in school I guess I can say I have above average English skills, because I was a writer since I was 9 years old in the school paper. So um, I can say that I have a good command of the language, but I wasn't this confident. Although I won a couple of awards when I was in high school with oration and extemporaneous speaking, but it's different when you're engaging with clients. So I learned a lot of my skills also when I went into a call center job. But I would say that my best training is, always talking to clients and helping out VAs get jobs. So the best training is really just interacting with the clients. And definitely I can say that you can always improve. Are the trainings available on your YouTube channel? Yes, it is available in my YouTube channel. It's actually there right now. It's called Free Virtual Assistant Training. What is really the difference between joining Batch 3 and just watching the YouTube channel? Well, for Batch 3 is you get the benefit of, being able to submit to an actual person when you do the tasks. Somebody will advise you if you're feeling discouraged. We're there for you, so it's more hand holding that way. But if you prefer to just do it by yourself, then you can go to the YouTube channel. It's available for free for a very limited time. I'm not gonna say that the training on my YouTube channel is gonna be there forever. But for now it is, especially that so many of our Filipino brothers and sisters need this. I want to give it out. This is my gift for mankind, I guess. Will there be a day shift job? Thanks. Yes, there are day shift jobs. Actually, we have clients from all over the world. We have clients from okay, so let's say, I believe that, okay, for example, for clients who are in Asia and Asia Pacific, you can have a day job. We even have clients who have a day job even if their client is in the US, because let's say their client is in California and their client prefers for them to start working Pacific time in the afternoon. So that's basically 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. So something like that. What are your inspirations or motivations for doing everything that you're doing right now? Okay. So when I started this career, I was really just like everybody, I guess. In fact, I was a very lazy person, and I still am to a degree. And my greatest motivation at that time, because I don't have a kid, I'm not married, I don't have a kid, and my family members are comfortable, so I'm not really struggling to feed anybody. But my greatest motivation at that time was quite selfish, because I just wanted to stay at home and not go to an office, because I didn't like waking up for other people and growing their business something. So and then I used to ride a Jeep to work before, and I hated having to chase Jeeps, and it was quite expensive for a call center agent. I mean, obviously you can afford a taxi as a call center agent, but if you think about it, it's really going to cut down on your savings. So I thought to myself, if I can just do these things at home, why not? So that was my first motivation. And eventually I saw, I don't know where, I think 2 years into starting, 2 years into doing a home-based job, I was already doing, outsourcing business. I was already getting all these clients, and I made this I still can remember the day that I wrote it down, and I wrote down my mission vision, and it was to help um, deserving world-class Filipino talent to get legitimate jobs, global jobs from entrepreneurs all over the world who need them. And those were not the exact words because I don't have the copy here, but I have it. I remember writing it down in my on my Facebook, and also like in my bulletin board at that time. And to this day, that's been my inspiration, because the more that I saw how my business is helping out not just the workers but also their families, and it's really heartwarming when people tell me that they were able to feed their families because they were working online. They were able to, like, you know, educate their siblings, their children. Sometimes they're so happy because, you know, they as a couple, like husband and wife, are already working online. So that's my inspiration right now. I hope you don't mind if I ask about your greatest achievement so far. I mean, financially. Okay, I don't want to brag, but I guess you can say that you can be motivated, I guess. So I have a couple of businesses. I have my outsourcing business, and we have a lot of VAs. For myself, I have a lot of investments. I have 5 condos. I have a beach lot. I also have like I invest a lot of things, and recently I even was able to barter my condo for an island. So I guess you can say that it really pays off. I used my virtual assistance career to kick off all the passion projects that I was interested in. So that's it. There's more, but then it's I would sound like an airhead. You have a lot of business. You have like a superpower to manage all of this at the same time. Sana all. No, I'm not a super person, but I really practice what I preach. And what I preach to our clients is get a VA, get a VA, get a VA. And I don't just like train VAs and help VAs. I hire VAs myself. I have people who work in my office, but obviously people are like social distancing right now, so everybody's like my VA right now. So I have more than 10 VAs in my own team. When did you start your freelancing career? So I started it back in 2009. And I started Virtualasting. It used to be in another name, but Virtualasting is more feng shui or feng shui ready. So, and we started our business in 2011. Thank you so much for providing this free training. Even though you are very busy, you're such a blessing, Miss Judee. Sana makapasa lahat. Okay. You're welcome. I am very happy to give this training because, you know what, guys? I'm just gonna say that the actual reason why I'm doing this training is because it's so irritating when we hire people who are not trained from us, and then their attitude is not the right attitude that I want for our VAs. Because alam nyo, guys, the skills are just things that you can Google. Because you know what? All of these skills, I learned them myself. But for me, my greatest achievement, I guess, for coming up with this training is being able to provide jobs to people who deserve it, especially to people who have the right attitude. And so, because of that, hindi na ako mabwisit because we're always hiring people. Tapos, we got so embarrassed that their attitude is not like, you know, mga absenot, yung mga latecomer. Tapos, so I have no patience for that anymore, and I'm only interested to hire people who come from our trainings because it's like a filter. What is the most, ano yun? What was the last question? What is the most in-demand skill most of your clients look for? Oh, okay. Charlene, are you there? Okay, let me highlight this one. What is the most in-demand skill most of your clients look for? Thank you. Okay. I noticed that a lot of clients are looking for help with social media, and also like tasks that are, because I am an entrepreneur myself, and for me, the most annoying tasks are the tasks that are like very yung mga copy paste, yung mga like posting at a certain schedule. And I noticed that a lot of our clients are looking for that. Additionally, they're looking for people who help them with prospecting or like outreach and, you know, client acquisitions for them. And another is I noticed that a lot of our clients are, you know, asking help with their funnels and asking help with their websites, with WordPress, and like with lead magnets, stuff like that. Okay. What if we miss a day or two? Okay, just for motivation, can you just give us the highest estimated salary that we will be able to get if we become serious CVAs? So, I'm working with a client right now who wants to be able to like pay VAs. Although you know, don't take my word for it, okay? But we're working on this project together. We're hoping to be able to pay VAs like, let's say, $500 to $600 per month on just 1 hour of work every day or less, something like that. So you can get more clients that way, and you can, you know, stack it up like 3-4 clients. So that's going to be like $2,000, but it's still in the works, and we're trying our best to do that. But for example, let's say Bernadette, if you are a new BVA, don't focus on that. Focus on learning first, and then you will see it as you go along. I noticed that when your clients also see your value, they will always like give you some like bonuses and things like that. And you'll also be very attractive for your clients to like, you know, refer other clients for you. What if we miss a day or two of sessions? What should we do? Okay. So if you miss a day or two of sessions, you just have to like catch up. You have to catch up on your own terms. And if you need to ask questions, then you ask questions through, because our platform in Virtual Assistant University is able to like have a Q&A, like a forum and a chat aside from our Slack channel. So if you would have questions, you can reach out also to Mimi, our administration manager, to Joy, our HR manager, and to the team behind me. But you can do it self-paced if you miss a day or two, because we're not going to like stop, you know, the day and like go back to you, because we're like in charge for so many people. What can you advise to someone who's going to shift from corporate job to VA or freelancing? Resign agad or wait muna maka-client? Well, okay. When I did that in my end, nag-resign talaga ako agad kasi parang I was just so tired, you know, kasi I was doing it in a call center job, but I'm not going to be the type of person who's going to say, "Uy, resign agad," because not everybody has, like, let's say, what if you are feeding a family? Okay. So, and what if, that's going to like make them go hungry. So for me, okay, for me is to be available for a client. And so maybe you can resign when you already get a client, but make sure that you make yourself available by prioritizing getting a client than to show up to work. Because I noticed that we also have like VAs who joined our training and they still have jobs, and then they're not able to like receive jobs, like especially when they're already offered, because they still like they're doing 2 shifts in another job. And so useless yung training if you're not able to get it. Do we also get testimonials from clients? Thank you. Well, you can ask testimonials from your clients. Let's say, for example, you're going to start working with a client. You just simply have to ask. What are the qualities and qualifications in becoming a VA? Okay, qualities and qualifications in becoming a VA. There's so many. But for me, qualifications is that, again, willingness to learn, and then learning all the skills as you go. Implementation, be a doer, guys. Don't just be a learner, be a doer. That's the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people. Some people just keep on learning, just keep on going to school, but then never applying for a job or never working, right? And then for the qualities of, can we go back to the last question because I wasn't done? Qualities of a VA is somebody who shows up to the client, shows up to work, is ready to be instructed, and is willing to be given like constructive advice. So if hindi ka pwede mapagsabihan, don't be a VA, because this is a kind of like learning as you go job. And if you have like an ego and you are very sensitive, so it's not going to be the right thing for you. What are some of the most common questions during a VA interview? So at the top of my head, it's usually, tell me something about yourself. That's always that. Tell me something about yourself. We will have another session about that, and we will talk about that more. Considering the current COVID pandemic, mas dadami siguro. Sorry, guys. Considering the current COVID pandemic, mas dadami siguro ang demand for VA works kung ganito mangyari sa tingin nyo. Tataas or bababa ang rate sweldo ng VA? For me, okay. As long as people are not lowballing themselves, then if bababa, in my end, I will not go like lower than our initial offer, because for me that's just disrespectful, and we have to make sure that we keep a standard and we are able to like provide for our families. But let's say for you, if you're doing this individually, we really cannot rest on like that. For me, listen to me. Do not be worried. Let's go back to the last question. Do not be worried about like the rates na kung tataas ba or bababa. you know what? You set your own rate. Let's say, for example, if it's not from virtual lasting, obviously, but let's say you're going to be like getting a client from somewhere else. You set your own rate, and if you don't like the rate that they're offering, do not accept it. That's simply it. Because we really cannot prevent anything from happening. There will always be people um who are, what should I say, like, who would take advantage of Filipinos. So it is important to keep that in mind. Tama po ba nagbibigay kayo HMO? Ano pong benefits ang ibibigay niyo po? And how about mga SSS, PhilHealth, etc.? For SSS, PhilHealth, etc., that's already like your own individual contribution. You should file that yourself, since you will be independent contractors. We are not going to be officially like employing you, like for example, on our payroll, because literally this is something contractual, or like independent contractors. So you're practically self-employed. So you are going to be in charge of those. But we give the HMO as an incentive because we care about our people, especially that right now that things are difficult. So we give that, but then for your benefits, you take care of that. Do they give COE or alike? Okay. What do you mean? Like, for example, if you get fired from us or you quit your job, yes, we are willing to give you a COE. Given, of course, that you don't have like any, let's say, mga utang dito or something. All of our jobs here at Virtual Lasting are long-term. We do not accept clients who are short-term. We do not allow clients, we do not accept clients who are like contractual, or let's say like 3 months lang, or like, 1 week or 2 weeks or something. We really check on our clients and see if it's like a long-term interest, and yeah. What can you advise to someone who has no absolute experience and no idea how to begin in this field? My advice is to join this training. This is so cliche, but join this training because it's pretty, we guide you through it. And for me, the advice is kapit lang mga besh, because it's going to be a wild ride. I'm going to say this training, even if we try our very best to make it like as cookie cutter as possible, like helping you, hand holding you and everything, it's not going to be easy, because kalaban nyo ang sarili nyo. If you are tamad, if you're tamad with your assignments, if you're tamad with your with learning these skills, literally your enemy is yourself. So that's my advice. Instead of becoming your enemy, your own enemy, be your own best friend, and like take care of yourself. Join the training, show up, and submit the stuff on time. Gusto ko lang po talagang maging VA, but my problem is my English speaking. Makakatulong din po ba ang VA University para ma-enhance ko ang communication skill ko? Okay, that's actually a very good question, because from our last batches, we did have trainees who weren't that good in speaking. And what we do is, because for me, I find it very sad when there are so many intelligent people who are judged because of their English speaking. And that's not fair, because a lot of them are so intelligent, right? And I don't think that should be like yung batayan na people should hire you because you're good in English. Because so many people who speak English are so lazy and not efficient. So what we do is we actually, like, after the training, the skills training is done, we will do some, like, we will actually do a video interview with you. We will do mock interviews. We will help you with all these things. And then once we do the mock interviews and the actual interviews that we will do uh, to be placed in your online profile, to be showcased to the client, we will then assess like who's good in English, who's not very good in English. And we offer a free English communications like training. So while waiting for a job, why not? Every day meron kaming coaching for English. Because we really invest on our people. We do our very best. Because in the real world, clients won't care. We do our very best to remind them that it doesn't matter. But sometimes a language barrier can also affect, let's say, the way that you would receive instructions. So my advice is to stick it out and to if for example week kayo dyan, join the English training because it's gonna help. We have a lot of VAs who were not accepted immediately, but then when they joined the English training, they actually got like better chances. Do VA or freelance pay BIR also? Yes. If you go to BIR, they already have like a classification for virtual assistants. Just go there and state your case. It's really like self-employment. What will be the hardest part of the training? Okay, for me, skills. I try my very best to make the skills as easy as possible. Even if we will be doing very high-level techie stuff like creating videos and creating chatbots and automation and things like that, it sounds very like amazing and difficult. But for me, that's not the difficult part. The difficult part of the training is sticking it out and being part of the graduates. And as I would like to remind everybody, we're not going to be kicking out people. We are really going to accept you as long as you're gonna be present, but yung kalaban mo yung sarili mo. Like for example, the hardest part would be is, let's say, first 3 days of training, you were so willing to do it, and then sa fourth day tinamad ka, and then ay tamad ako 9 p.m. Ay matulog muna ako. Ay magtagay muna kami. Ay, you know, things like that. So that's the hardest part. But if you're going to stick it out, then I kid you not, it's going to be rewarding. And I believe that our graduates can attest to that. My VA works ba na related sa medical field for those with backgrounds in nursing, pharmacy, etc.? Well, I was really thinking about approaching doctors. So that's actually a good point, Mark. I've been thinking about like approaching like medical related clients. We do have something related to that. Like currently we do have clients in the like alternative medicine and pharmaceuticals field, but I guess that's a yes. Pwede po ba mag-attend training if cell phone lang? If computer, do we need webcam na? Thanks. You don't need a webcam. However, for the interviews, like there are specific stuff that might need a webcam. So like for example, because we will also be coaching you like with your online presence, with your presence of mind, like with doing, you know, all these, like for example, you know, let's say, I believe that we will have a session related to that, but it's not all the time. However, okay, you can attend the training with your cell phone because Virtual Assistant University has an app, and we're launching it soon, so you can actually just access it on your phone. However, how can you make your activities if you don't have a computer? So you will still need your computer for that. And for me, it's a better experience if you really use like your laptop or your computer, because the screen is big and then you can do your tasks. Because the tasks, guys, if you just do the training on your cell phone, how can you build a website? How can you build a chat bot? How can you like do all these high level tasks? So yun. So for example, if you don't have a laptop right now, maybe you can borrow somewhere. Are people like me, nearly a senior citizen, be able to be a virtual assistant? Jacqueline, oh my gosh, you know what? That's a very good question. Do you know that in batch 2, we have a grandma who's 65 years old, and guess what? She's already working for a client. So there you go. It's not impossible to be a VA. You can be a VA at any age, as long as you're willing. Do have VA connected with human resource? Okay. So human resource VAs, or like recruiters? Yes, there are VAs who can be like profiled with clients who are in talent acquisitions. It depends really on the client that we get, but we're not picking, clients really, like they approach us. Does VAU hire VAs po ba, or purely training lang? Okay, maybe you were not here earlier. Virtual Assistant University is actually a project of my company, which is, the parent company is Virtual Lasting, and Virtual Lasting is an outsourcing agency for virtual assistants. So yes, we provide jobs. That's actually the reason why we gave this training for free, because we want to get great talent. To be truly honest, and I'm so sorry, if we were not hiring, I probably would not be training kasi I'm super tamad. But then it's because we're looking for great people to hire. Do you have VAs who work closely with CEOs, or mostly small or medium business owners? It's a mixed bag. We've actually had clients. I mean, we've had clients who are like from like high level CEOs to like, first timer entrepreneurs. In fact, Joy, who is our current HR manager, she started with Virtual Lasting back in, like, I think 6 years ago. And her client is the CEO of Veeam, which is like, funded by Goldman Sachs, and who used to be like the VP of Western Union. So we have clients like that who are like high level clients. And not to say that all these smaller entrepreneurs are not high level, but it's a mixed bag. Hi, I'm one of the interns. I'm not very confident when it comes to speaking in English, but because of our language training, my speaking ability is being honed and practiced. Come and join the fun at. Okay. Thank you so much, Fab, for, I did not pay Fab to say this. Diba, Fab? Thank you so much. Diba, Fab? I mean, we're doing our very best. Like, my God, we're super obsessed with helping you. Okay. How can we work as virtual assistant? Are you hiring? Yes, we are hiring, and we are training people so that you can be hired. Because clients right now really are not interested with working with people who don't have experience. So that's why we're training. Okay. So it's been an hour and 30 minutes that we have been doing this live stream. Okay. Can somebody show me, like, Charlene or Uralyn, who has the most number of shares? Okay, we will tabulate that. Tomorrow, we're also going to have another live stream, and we're going to announce the winners tomorrow on the live stream. The schedule for our live stream tomorrow is by the way, guys, you know what? Meron pa kayong chance maghabol. You can share this live stream. By the way, make sure that the live stream is public so that we can count it. Like the share. And you still have a chance to win like different prizes, await, cash, gadgets, and stuff. Don't expect though like an iPhone 11 or something because I'm not that rich. But okay, what's the schedule for tomorrow? 10 a.m. Okay, so we're going to be announcing at 10 a.m. The reason why we're doing a 10 a.m. live stream tomorrow is because, you know, we want to cover our bases. Like right now, we did an 8 p.m., then tomorrow at 10 a.m., and 8 p.m., and then 10 a.m. tomorrow, because maybe we can target some people who will also be in the morning. And it will be streamed from the Facebook page and my YouTube channel, I think. So yes. So guys, you still have a chance to share this live stream. Share it to your friends who need a job, okay? Because my gosh, we all need help right now. Kaming mga nasa virtual assistant world, hindi kami na affected. Well, in my end, like virtual assisting was not affected by the crisis of COVID-19. I'm very grateful for that. I'm not trying to like brag and to say that, oh, we're invincible, Lord God, please. But I want to share that blessing. I want to make sure that we're helping out. I want to make sure that there are more people who are going to be blessed. And as long as it's still free, because guys, I will be charging for Virtual Assistant University soon, especially once we like clean up like everything, because right now it's like a beta testing. So make sure to share this one, to invite your friends, to follow the instructions you give, because I know that you all found like the instructions. By the way, Charlene, can you share the instructions on how to join in this live stream, like in the chat? Oh, you've been blocked for sharing. Ano ba yan? Okay, so tell them to follow the instructions. We are accepting people who want to join the training until like the exact minute before the training starts. So deadline is 8:59 on June 1. 8:59 p.m. on June 1. Okay? And saan nyo po gagawin yung lessons? It's gonna be in Virtual Assistant University, and you're not gonna have like access to it if you are not in Slack. So please follow instructions, because that's where we will give you the instructions on how to go like on the platform, because we want to officially like share it to you and like to like explain the whole thingy, because we want to make sure that you understand the training. Okay. All right. So with that being said, oh, I'm seeing like so many nice comments. I will reply to you later. But you are welcome. Just tell your friends, you know, because I'm helping out. I mean, like right now, I've done my part in donating for those PPEs, donating for like all these other things. But then how about donating jobs? Let's donate this learning and jobs and opportunities, because in that way, we don't just save one person, we save generations of people suffering in poverty. So, pang Miss Universe, di ba? Okay. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. And you still have a chance to share, so go share. Even message people, okay? Be concerned with your friends who don't have a job, yung mga bum nyo na friends na walang job. And guys, if you were shared this link, do not be insulted na na-share. It doesn't mean that you're a bum necessarily. We all need help somehow. Okay, you take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you.